Guys, this is Super Jed on Super Jed TV. What the video is going to be about today is we're catching up on so far on E3. If anyone doesn't know what E3 is, it's a big summer game sort of convention that goes on with all the sort of developers, and they get together and they show all your stuff that's coming up in the coming months. Now, the reason why I'm playing Skyrim at the minute is obviously one of the things on E3 is Skyrim remastered. Now there's been a lot of remastered stuff going on of late. Some are good, some are sort of a bit unnecessary. I mean, you got the obvious one, Call of Duty remastered, Call of Duty 4 if anyone doesn't know. I played that game to death, and I'm not sure if games that we've played so much necessarily need remastering, because you know we need new games like Skyrim. I mean, do we really need a game that looks better than this? I mean, we've played the game before. For people who haven't played the game, it would be good for them, but I'm guessing you can't get it on the Xbox or PS4. But on the PC, obviously myself, that's my own sort of platform. I can't see it being really that necessary. I mean, it's a pretty good looking game. There's some other topics on the E3 that I'd like to sort of go over. The Xbox Scorpio, which for anybody who doesn't know any information about it, it's a basically an Xbox console that plays all the Xbox games, but it can play it in 4K resolution, high definition, which I'm not sure if they're going to be able to price it at the point of being able to sort of who's going to buy it. I mean, it's going to have to be really expensive. I mean, if it's, for example, for a PC to run 4K, you're talking 12 to £1,500 to sort of run 4K gaming. So how is Xbox going to make a competitively priced unit that people will pay for, when they reasonably happy playing at 1080p? I'm not going to go on too much about it, but there's a lot of stuff, system specs and stuff around the web if anybody wants any more information on that. The other thing, I'll get on to sort of more of the games now. God of War 4, which I'm a massive God of War fan from the PlayStation. It's one of the main reasons why it's worth owning a PlayStation, is the God of War franchise, among some of the other ones that are very good too. But I'm quite excited about that. That would be worth owning a PlayStation for. Next one, I would say, if you're an Xbox person, Gears of War 4. I think that's going to be a good game again. But it was a good game. But do we need another Gears of War? Another rolling around with the shooters and stuff? Another thing that we moved on. They saw in some of the press conferences is Star Wars games. Basically, that was in the EA conference. Star Wars games. They didn't actually give us a lot of information on that. The Star Wars games were sort of a lot of different sort of mini clips and sort of little snippets, if you know what I mean. Nothing concrete, but what I'd like to see is a little more. I don't want to see multiplayer like Battlefront. I want to see little sort of off the side sort of stories, if you know what I mean. I'm excited about that. I must admit, that's really, really good. Other games, that's all the games that really excited me at the minute. Battlefield 1. I'm getting a bit fed up with first-person shooters a little bit of late, but Battlefield 1 does look quite good, I must admit. The games-wise, that's really about it at the minute from me. But another thing which obviously isn't games is PlayStation VR. Now that's going to be released on October the 13th in the US. I'm not sure if that's supposed to be in the UK as well, or it's a sort of global thing. I'm not sure at all. But VR coming to the mainstream, as in sort of to the, obviously you can get it on the PC, the HTC Vive and the Oculus Rift, but they're very expensive. I'd like to see what the UK pricing is for the PlayStation VR. Yeah, I'm not going to bang on too much about it because everyone's seen lots of things. Oh, what's this do? Sorry, that's getting off topic. Alright. Cool. Anyway, I mean, the question is, do we really need more sequels and more remasters? We really need more independent games, new IPs as they call it. I want some stuff different. You know, when like the Division came out, personally I wasn't that great, but Division came out and it was something new, so people really liked it, took to it. We got what? Oh yes, another game, Watch Dogs 2. I think this could be very well polished if oh, I've got some dogs here. If they can sort of whoa, get down there. If they can just polish that up a little bit from the first one, because the first one the concept was really good game, but I just don't see it. Oh, that's a big bear. I'm probably going to die now. Yeah, Watch Dogs 2. If they can actually tune it like Grand Theft Auto and make it very playable, they could be onto a real winner, I think. Yeah, I managed to kill the bear. Wicked. He's dead. So yeah, I mean, I'm going to end the video about here. If any thoughts on the E3 conferences and stuff like that, be sure to leave some comments down below. I haven't been overly impressed compared to some of the other sort of conferences. It's some things have been a little bit surprising, but other than that, I don't really say much else other than say goodbye. This has been Super Jed on Super Jed TV. Feel free to give it a like, possibly subscribe if you really like it that much, and I'm going to say goodbye.